又是个阴雨天，但曼彻斯特的明媚从不指望阳光。这一天，曼彻斯特城队与曼彻斯特联队作为本赛季英超最强的2支队伍，在第32轮比赛中再次相遇。此前，由于这一赛季的出色发挥，曼城队已经稳居积分榜首。这意味着这场比赛不管输赢，曼城都将以极大的概率获得本赛季的总冠军。
The comment about how was our season, so good.
赛前发布会上，当被问及如何看待球队本赛季的表现时，主教练瓜迪奥拉志得意满。
Yeah, we are going to pick the game to win the game tomorrow. That is no doubt about that.
而在同一座城市里，另一边的曼联也在积极的备战，不敢懈怠。进场前，主场的曼城球迷们齐声唱起名叫《曼城陨落》的歌曲。最初，这首歌是曼联球迷嘲讽曼城俱乐部而作的，现在却被曼城球迷大方地拿来当作自己的队歌。这里是英国北部山谷中的一个小乡村。
That's it. Now we've got to encourage her now. She's part of our team. Can we actually? How else can we help her defend it? That's it. Keep it going down the side and practice away from everybody. Kenny, are you doing it? No, we don't just do it. You keep going. You keep practicing.
孩子们从来没有想过，自己踢足球的第一个教练竟然来自英超。
Because he's been at the top level, and he teaches us everything that he's been taught as well.
凯文·加拉赫是苏格兰国家队的前国脚，1993年加入了布莱克本流浪者俱乐部。他曾随俱乐部踢了7年的英超，还在1995年夺得过冠军。英超被认为是世界上最好的联赛之一，它由曼联、曼城、阿森纳、切尔西、利物浦等20支英国最顶级的足球俱乐部组成，由超级联盟负责具体运作。联赛的主体是每年俱乐部之间的380场赛事角逐。因为出色的商业运营，英超早已成为当今足坛富有的代名词，自然也是全世界足球人才梦寐以求的竞技场。与连年阴雨的伦敦和曼彻斯特不同，这里天天阳光明媚，山谷中天然的草场是个踢足球的好地方。15年前， 退役之后的凯文开始了教练生涯。
So for me to have the soccer school going, I actually am scouting every day. If the players are good enough, we'll start to actually phone football clubs for these kids and try and get them trials. Generally, we've got, so far, we've had a kid at Burnley, we've had a kid on trial at Blackburn, a kid on trial at Manchester City, one at Preston.
虽然经历过全英国乃至全世界最顶级的职业训练，可在面对自己的学生们时，凯文却格外宽容。他并没有为这群年龄不等的孩子划分等级，男孩女孩也不用刻意分开。
The reason that I got this was obviously to give the children a chance. They might be good enough.
在英国，每一个热爱足球的孩子都有个走进英超的梦，同时，每一个足球天才的背后，也都可能隐藏着一双英超的法眼。他出其富有，可以不惜一切地搜集最顶尖的人才，将他们变成比赛场上角逐的核心，然后通过无数摄影机连带信号的收集和中转，实时输送到全球211个国家和地区的观众面前，让全世界为之疯狂的同时，2017年，英超总收入达到了惊人的45亿英镑。更可怕的是，为这个惊人数字做出贡献的，很可能就是你和我，每一个去到现场收看转播，或者哪怕是出于无聊却检索到了相关信息的人。在这个同时诞生了经济学和现代足球的地方，足球似乎从来就不只是一项体育运动那么简单。再过2天，就是城市中的2支英超俱乐部曼城和曼联之间的德比之战。届时，上亿球迷的目光都会聚集在阿提哈德球场。传奇装备管理员查普曼亲自来为我们做向导，试图探寻球场中最隐秘的深处，一支英超俱乐部大本营里的奥秘。
The first team would train in here if the weather was really, really bad outside.
Yes, Caleb, love that. David, to us out.
The kids have exactly the same, very similar facilities, but on the other side of this building where we've just been. They have a medical room, not as big as this, of course.
Helping young boys and girls learn the game in a proper way at a very young age. Learn to enjoy the game, learn to play the game. And then what happens at the end of that process is it turns out 18 and 19 and 20 and 21-year-old young men and women professionals who are ready to play and perform for their clubs and for their country.
Everything that a player would require from training to match days in the whole of his career is catered for. Everything is here that they will possibly need to have a very successful career. Springy, so you're not putting too much weight on a particular joint, whether it be your knee, your hip, you're coming back from an injury, so you can still do some running without pounding on a solid road. This is where each individual player, these are filled every day with tablets. So the vitamins, minerals, whatever deficiency they've got in the body. This is new this season, this dressing room. Each player has got his own individual locker that they stick to, and believe me, they really stick to their own lockers. Once they decide on a locker, players either take the 2 shirts with them, or they swap them, or they give them away.
今年70岁的查普曼曾是个职业球员。1992年英超联赛建立后，他在曼城俱乐部先后做过几年预备队和青年队的教练，后来转做装备管理员。退休后，他搞起媒体工作，一不小心成了网红。不论在公众平台爆料球星的更衣室小秘密，还是恶搞巴洛特利，他总是出乎球迷们的意料。2年前，他还载着刚刚挂帅的主教练瓜迪奥拉一起跑到大街上，给球迷送惊喜。如今，为参观者讲解球场后的故事，已经成了查普曼的招牌。有着50年足球经历的他最清楚，英超一路走来，靠的绝不仅仅是赛场之上的辉煌。英超诞生之前，英国已经拥有10分成熟的职业足球联赛体系，92家俱乐部在甲乙丙丁4个不同级别的联赛里竞争角逐。但在上世纪80年代，随着足球暴乱事件的层出不穷，英国足球走入了漫长的低迷时期。政府的强势竞赛与监管，加之财权被联赛管理委员会牢牢地管控，让许多俱乐部难以为继。1992年5月18日，伦敦皇家兰斯卡特酒店，一份价值1.9亿英镑、为期5年的电视转播合同，摆在了英国甲级联赛的22支俱乐部面前。签下合同的那一刻起，英超从原有的联赛体制中独立出来，成为了第一个市场化的试验品。独立后的22支俱乐部后来缩减为20支，组成了英超联盟。
I think there are a number of reasons why the Premier League has been as successful as it has and continues to be. You have to start with the product. This is the place that you have the highest number of the best players representing so many countries from around the world. The league has also has a great tradition of investing in the product and how it looks on television.
5, 4, 2, 1. We roll. On it. 4 on the open.
So my main responsibility is to ensure that all of the Premier League licensees around the world get the pictures. In and out feeds originating from all of the stadium around the country. They come in via 100 different feeds, and then they are distributed via satellite and fibre to all of the broadcasters around the world.
在最新的16到19赛季中，英超的海内外转播费已经达到了81亿英镑，超过了欧洲其他4大联赛的总和。不过近年来，随着欧洲经济增长乏力，英超又将视线转向了新的经济体。
Trillama, is that right? Trillama.
还有问题吗？
还有问题吗？
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
还有问题吗？ Hey, got it.
Yeah, you got it.
See, nie.
You.
See, you nie. It can't be electric because we're not.
科林·钱伯斯来自英国，在环游了一遍波兰、瑞典、北爱尔兰等国家之后，他把自己的课堂开到了中国。别以为这是足球战术课，其实科林正在传授的是做球探的秘籍。 他曾经为英超的俱乐部做了多年球探工作，发掘出过一大批足球人才。
It's the lifeblood of a football club. Without scouting, the football clubs will not exist.
科林的话一点儿都不夸张。关于球探，很多球迷的第一印象可能就是曼联92班的传奇故事。1986年，新上任的曼联主教练弗格森声称要重振曼联的青训，而这宏伟蓝图的第一步就是找球探。
The whole of Manchester only 2 scouts. Can you believe that? And if you think the population in Greater Manchester at that time was 6 million.
为了扩大球队的后备人才，果断的弗格森在1个月之内让曼联的球探人数翻了3倍。贝克汉姆、吉格斯、斯科尔斯、内维尔兄弟、巴特、库克，在弗格森的强力政策下，球探们给他找来了这帮极具天赋的年轻人。1992年，92班的球员们从青训升到了曼联的第1梯队。经过短短几年的历练，他们就为曼联和弗格森打下了一个称霸英超、横扫欧洲的铁血王朝。
Producing young players is a real expertise, and Sir Alex certainly had that talent. I think you've got to have a lot of trust. You've got to have a lot of vision as well.
92班的巨大成功，也让英国足球在选拔制度的枝桠间，蔚然兴起了更具民间体察力的球探文化。如今，英国已有专业球探上千名。平均每个俱乐部超过20位。趁着正好赶上的中超比赛，科林带着他的中国学员也前来观战。
If you just keep your eye, look how sharp he is, 6. You know, when we watched the video, Carrick, he's doing that. He was moving across really well. As a scout, it's important to do a lot of research.
作为一名球探，非常重要的一点就是你要做大量的调查研究。
科林的专业程度让中国的学生们有点吃不开。很多时候，球探的教程变成了足球基础培训课。
通过上那个球探课，就突然有种被打开任督二脉，然后豁然开朗的感觉。
上了课之后，我发现其实大家并不是很职业，不完善，没有这个系统，所以说很多有天赋或者是有能力的年轻人就被埋没了。
我们作为家长嘛，可能我个人承认比较着急，就觉得哇，你颠球也颠不好，你射门也没有力量，你跑得也那么慢。
这些学员来自各行各业，有的是职业教练，有的是足球记者。甚至还有青训球员的家长。
You know, you can go in an English pub, and there could be blokes at the bar, and you said to them, you know, if you said a target man, striker, they'd understand straight away because it's common knowledge, because it's a second way of life in England or in China. They don't. They all love football. They all watch football. They love the Premier League, and you can talk to the lads about football, Premier League, and they all understand it. They all know the names of the players, but they don't understand the game. Hello, goodbye.
Yeah.
How are you? Zajan. Zajan? Zajan? Yeah, got it. Hello, goodbye.
2011年，自从被来自阿联酋的阿提哈德航空公司冠名，原本的曼彻斯特城市运动场更名为阿提哈德体育场，仅仅赞助金额就达到了创造体育史的4亿英镑。在2018年，欧洲各大足球俱乐部的财富榜上，英超俱乐部占据了前20个席位当中的1半，而俱乐部挣来的钱 源源不断地反馈给了球员挖掘、培养、青年训练、基础建设。英超已然跨越足球，成为了一种英国的文化符号。实际上，英超比你想象中的还要无所不在。近10年来，由英超联盟发起的英超社区行动，已经触及到了整个英国版图中的各个角落，支持贫困少年、特殊儿童参与足球运动，并提供设施、装备、训练等各个方面的资助。草根足球成为了这个最老牌足球国度的最新趋势。凯文的足球课堂就要结束了，孩子们早已把衣服滚成了泥土色。经历过英超的凯文最知道，孩子们要的是快乐。他将随时以球探的身份，将优秀的孩子送去真正的英超梦工厂。在1968年，披头士发表了《Hey Jude》这首歌。同年，曼城拿到了英甲冠军。后来，这首歌变成了曼城队的幸运歌。最终，曼联队以3-2的比分战胜了势在必得的曼城队。虽然这并不能扭转整个赛季的定局，但胜利永远令人振奋。
We also have a competition that is less predictable than some of the other leagues, and so having this level of unpredictability and competition is also very important.
I think, yeah, working with Pep and the players is got to be the main thing. Definitely, we work hard on the training pitch. It's it's a pleasure to play with the lads, and hopefully we can do it for many more years.
德比战失利的后一天，曼城队的球员们又回到了日常的训练中。在英超，胜败兵家常事。一场比赛的结束，只是下一场比赛的开始。克莱枫丹，法国国家足球学院，这个世界闻名的冠军家庭。这些看上去寻常的少年，都是经历了层层考核，从来自法国各地俱乐部推荐的2000多名足球小将中脱颖而出的佼佼者。